Okay, guys, today what I want to go over with you is my pipeline process that I teach inside the community. It's actually really, really simple. There's a couple different things we need. You don't need an account for Mighty Automation. However, if you are a Mighty Premium member, you do get access to Mighty Automation included in your statewide listing membership, which is called Mighty Premium. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So the first thing is you want to search for attorneys in your area. So you can go. I like to go litigation attorney, and then focus on a major area. My company's in Northern California, so we're gonna go Northern California, and then of course you get the ones that pay an additional amount to be listed up here. I mean, he's paying for a sponsored listing, but he only has 2.5 stars. That's not very good. That's not. He should go get some people to leave him a review. But anyway, these people here are for sure local, right? They have local verified listings, and in this case, she's got 270 reviews, nearly a 5-star. Somebody's paying attention to make sure this happens. They do estate planning, which is not great for process servers, but they do some. They do some service of process. I have a few. Attorneys that do that. Okay, so you could just basically open up Maps, and we can start calling these folks. And if you come to the mastermind meetings, I actually call your area for you, as if I work for your company, and get you the email and get you the contact information, and where you can send them information. So bring up this map section. First of all, locally, you want to have an idea of who are the players in your market anyway. If Sacramento's my area, like I know Yee, I know Cutter, they send you stuff all the time. So you get used to who are the players in town, right? So anyway, you pick somebody. Let's say Reina Law Corp. It's a little early here today. I think we're at what? I guess it's already 7:21. Wow, time's flying. So they're closed right now, but I would call them and I'd say, hey, and this is the script I'm going to give you. I'll put it in the description below. Essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to call and say, they're going to answer, hey, this is Kate with Law Offices of XYZ. How can I help you? And this part right here is what the part you want to practice over and over and over, right? Is you want to practice this script, this idea that I don't want to go too salesy on you and like teach you about sales today. What I really would like to do is just have you understand how powerful this is, that I've done it over and over and over again. And I started a new process serving company in a new market in Albuquerque, New Mexico, just to prove that this works. Okay. I cold called these attorneys' offices and I said, hey, this is Mike I called it ABQ server. ABQ server, how are you today? And if you feel like waiting for them to answer, go ahead. But sometimes it's better just to say, if they seem like they're super busy, say, hey, this is Mike with, 123 Legal Support. I noticed you guys probably already have a process server, but would it be okay if I sent over my rate sheet just in case you need a backup? And they just say, yes, because they want to get you off the phone. Because they're busy, right? They have lists upon lists of things that they have to do today, and they don't have time to talk to you about your rate sheet, right? Some of them are a little more customer friendly, and sometimes that means that they're not as busy and their only job is to answer the phone. So you may be happy about that, but the problem is that's not the person that hires you, okay? And that's okay too, because what you're going to do is you're going to let them answer. They're going to be super friendly. And then you're going to say, I figured you probably already had a process server, but would it be okay if I sent over my rate sheet just in case you guys need a backup? All you need is a yes, okay? And because it's a very reasonable request, about 90% of them say yes. And then what happens is they give you their email address. If they don't give it to you right away, then you just say, what's a good email for you? That's my favorite way of saying that. What's a good email for you? And then they say, thank you so much. And this is a really key thing for you to ask. Who is the one sending out the serves in your office? This is important because for our second stage here is we're going to follow up. We're going to follow up. Let me see if I got contacts in this account. Yeah, there are some contact. Okay, so what you would do is you have a contact here and you'd move them along the journey, right? So the second follow up here is going to be to go ahead and ask for the person. Say, hey, yeah, I want to send you guys a little gift. I wanted to make sure your address is right. Is this Julie? Right. So it's super important in the script that you get somebody's name. Who's the one? I'm curious. Who's the one sending out the serves in the office? If you think it might be them, you say, "Are you the one that sends out serves in your office?" And they go, "Yeah, that's me." Okay, perfect. You know, or okay, great. Okay, great, Kate. I'm sending this over now. Can you make sure Julie gets it? Right. That's the idea. Is you want to connect it to Julie, the one who actually sends out the serves. Now, Julie may send you serves. That's not what we're doing this for. We do want to ultimately get serves sent from Julie because she's the one who hires process servers. But more importantly, what our focus is to build a relationship with Julie. You're like, well, I'm married, Mike. That's not the kind of relationship I'm talking about. Come on, stop being silly. What I'm talking about is a friendship. People like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. It's a simple marketing principle. If you haven't heard it before, wow, where have you been? I'm just kidding. I love all things marketing. So own that principle. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. If they don't know you, they can't like you. And if they don't like you, how will they ever trust you? Okay. So, and then we follow up by saying, thanks, Kate, have a great day. And we send an email. So what I want to show you is that email. And half the magic right now is going to go into creating this email. Okay. So first thing to know, there's a lot to go through here. All right. So first thing to know is, let's go ahead and X out of this, is you're going to be in here and you're going to be like, okay, I want to send them a rate sheet, right? You got to have a rate sheet. You got to have an email set up. So first of all, let's start with the rate sheet. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Guys, I'm giving you all the gems. Okay, this is a rate sheet. What do you mean rate sheet, Mike? There's only one rate. 2 rates with skip tracing, right? Right, exactly. It's a rate sheet, so it seems like it has value over the phone. When they get it, not only does it have value, they're getting a $50 discount on every order. If you go to my website, it starts at $147. But for $97, they get this attorney discount. Service to process for California attorneys, $97. I created this on Canva. You can make it. I've seen a lot of different ones. Okay, a couple key things. You're going to download it as a PDF. Why? Because paralegals deal in PDFs. They don't deal in images and stuff. Talk to them in their language, PDFs. So download it as a PDF after you edit it. If you are a part of Mighty Premium, my team of designers will actually design this for you, okay? No extra charge. You just got to be a Mighty Premium member. Go to mightyprocessserver.com. If you're not already a member, you can join. All right. So just download this as a PDF. When you come over here, you're going to change it to PDF, assuming you're like me and you go through and you just change it all yourself with the link I'm going to put below. You're going to download it as a PDF. Once you download it as a PDF and you name it Attorney Discount Rate Sheet, I want you to see what it actually looks like when you go to send the email. When I go to send this email, okay, I'm going to go ahead and click in here, and I'm going to create I'm going to send this template. And this template, where is it? Oh, here it is. Boom. So, unfortunately, Google doesn't have it where it adds the attachment for you. So you actually have to add the attachment. There you go, Attorney Discount Rate Sheet. Okay. So this is super powerful because when it comes across in their email, the way that it looks is right here. See that attorney discount? So powerful. So when it comes across, that's how it'll actually show up in their inbox. This is using a bunch of really sneaky marketing tactics. They don't lack integrity or anything, but they're neuro-linguistic programming. Seeing the RE could be regarding, so it's okay. It's not dishonest. But a lot of times when you see RE, it's a reply to something. And we are kind of replying. We called them and we said we promised we were going to send them a rate sheet, and that's what we're doing, right? So it says local process server rate sheet as promised, right? And then, but it just stands out in their email. Boom. Okay, so you got XYZ. If you're the type of person who's going to go crazy, go ham on this, and you think you're going to forget to remove XYZ, I have this here because it reminds me to say, hey, Brenda, right? In this case, I guess you could go back over here and go, whoever I ended up calling, and Raina, right? Whoever ended up answering the phone earlier. So I'm over here. There's a couple of things I want to point out to you. So I'm being very personal. I just got off the phone with Brenda. She said that Brenda's the one that makes the she's Brenda, but she's not the one that sends out the serves. You could add in the other person's name for your own sake, so you could remember in here. Or you need to use a CRM, like Mighty Automation CRM. Actually, you can actually make notes about people right inside of here, right? And so that you could keep in contact with your pipeline. You always want to be building your pipeline of business. All right, so we got her to agree for us to send her an email. We're going to put her email in here. And then the script automatically came up. You might be asking, Mike, how did you get this template to pop up? Well, inside of Mighty Automation, we actually have a template system for you. But if you're on the cheap, you want to be free, I get it. This is how a lot of people start out. It's how I am too. You come over here on Google and you click on Advanced inside of your Google account. And then you come over here, see where it says templates right here? You can actually enable templates. I would actually enable everything. Google has some pretty cool tools if you know how to use them. Okay. Let's bring this back up. Okay. So if you see here, you could go copy of a rate sheet, right? Not just new to us. You could use this copy. You can make your own copy. But what I've noticed is keeping it short and sweet is important. And then including an actual online link. So when they do decide to use you, they can do that. I recommend keeping it simple and then hyperlinking it by copying it. Now, if you're trying to create this template from scratch, you're probably going to type it out or whatever. And I'll put this text below, this email template for you. You would just delete this. Okay, delete your signature. And then you would save it. Once you activate templates, all you have to do is come down here, go to templates, and then just save as a new template. It's going to save whatever you have in this email set up right now, the way it is right now. So once you've saved it as a template, you can simply hit compose. It'll bring up your signature, and then you can go ahead and hit attach, and then attach your rate sheet. One thing I want to tell you about the signature, there's a couple really key things here that you have to know that are really powerful. And see how quick you could actually get this done. Boom, boom. I attach the rate sheet. I attach my template. I put in here whoever I talk to and their email. I paste in their email or type it in, and I'm done. I'm literally done. I could hit send, right? There's a couple of things I want you to know. A huge win when you send an email is that paralegals, when they're filing papers in different counties, what do? They search their email. Excuse me. If you don't believe me, come up here in this little area and start typing in county names like Humboldt, Glenn, Amador, all these counties around my company. And so when they search these, they're looking for a specific document, they're looking for this and that, and every time they do, your subject line pops up in their head. This is why it's so important that you include the word process server and you have here attorney discount, because that's what shows up in the subject line and in this little area. They give you a preview of the PDFs on Google. So they may not have Google, but that's you get what I'm saying. So every time they search for you, this shows up. If for some reason you don't have the word process server, I do because I have everything branded for process server. But if your company name is legal support, you can come in and be sneaky down here. Look down here. We're proud to be your process server. That is just a little extra email SEO to make sure that my email shows up if they search for Butte process server. Okay. In this case, I have it in the subject line as well, process server, but I didn't always. But you get smarter with marketing over time and you start to add different things. If for some reason they were considering using you right away, they could come over here and they could click on your link, takes them directly to your website, and then they could go ahead and order online. It's super important that you include in your email that they get this discount, right? So if you see here this discount, it says, if you're tech savvy, is that wrong or did it? Okay, I got to correct that. If you're tech savvy and want to order online, we've made that easy for you here. Boom. They could just order online. Simply use attorney discount code 123law and save $50 on your order. So while they're on the website, they could come over here. They could see all of these higher rates potentially that they could pay. But instead they see 147 and they think, okay, well, his rate sheet said $97. Let me see. So then they come over here, they fill this thing out. By the way, when you sign up for one of our websites at mightywebsitebuilder.com, you actually get this form. If you have the professional plan, you get this form included. We build this out, completely customize it for you. I actually added the skip tracings to just add on the extra money. If they don't have an address, we can go ahead and get them charged for that right away. So they say, no, I have an address I want you to go to. They have one attachment. They live in the city. The person lives in the city limits. If they lived outside of the city limits, 45 minutes away, the fee can go up slightly to $187, right? If it's somewhere across the country, we're just going to start at $247. You see that? See how I set that up? Now, not everybody wants to pay that, so you have to set it up where it's like you do have the discounted rates. So you got the 147, how many pages, 1 through 50, so you can actually charge them for pages. Like if somebody sends you something that's 300 pages, well, they could pay a $75 print fee, right? That's the idea. So no, 1 to 50 pages. Are you currently advancing witness fees? In California, serving subpoenas is very common for you to serve witness fees. I charge for e-filing the proof of service if they want that done. I'm going to say no, so it doesn't increase the price. The total subtotal is $147.50. If they want to put this attorney code in that I gave them inside of the thing, again, they're going back to my email trying to get that code. What is it? 123law. 123 is branded to my company, right? They put apply discount. Boom, you save $50 with code 123law. And now it's only $104. Which I said 97, but people get that there's like a convenience fee and tax sometimes, right? They put their card number in. They go ahead and check off on these. And I don't like these. I would like to not have to have these, but it's essential that you have something that helps you if somebody does a chargeback. I mean, if you're spending all this money or you've already paid out other servers and then somebody does a chargeback on you, you need to have the ability to send the credit card company a signature that says they signed that there were no refunds and that they could not contest any balance. I once had an attorney reach out to me. He's like, Mike, I don't know if I could sign this. You could charge my card any amount. I said, well, I wouldn't be in business very long, Ron, if I did that, right? He goes, well, that's true. He goes, I trust you. I appreciate your help, blah, 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 whatever. But he was kind of joking that, like, it's such an ironclad way of saying things that inside of my my terms and agreements here that I win every credit card. I've had 2 chargebacks since I started doing this and won both of them. Before that, I had 3 chargebacks over the course of like 6 years and lost every one of them because you have to pay the $500 arbitration fee up front, plus give them a refund immediately and then fight for your money. It's a train wreck. And it makes sense why people don't want to accept credit cards. So now this person's ordering online from me. They're getting the discount that I promised on my rate sheet, $50 off, right? They're getting, if you would rather just, instead of say 97, you could just say $50 off if you wanted to as well. But then you go ahead and send them your rate sheet, and then In a perfect world, you're like, okay, well, they haven't hired me yet. Like, hopefully they just hire you and they order on your website. There's a couple things that I'm not going to get into in this video, but I want to just kind of hint to you that are so powerful. First of all, you want to have your own pipeline. You can do this on Google Sheets as well. Like, I have Google Sheets up here, and in my community, I actually coach you guys and help you with accountability. For new folks, what I do is actually give you something like this. We talk about how many calls you make for the day, how many emails you sent, follow-ups, and then how many jobs you get over time. And the idea here is that you continuously are focusing on growth in your business and not shrinking your business, right? Not if you're not working on your business and growing, then it's dying. It's just the way the business works, right? Over time. So so that's pretty much it. We send our email. So a couple of the things I wanted to kind of hang over there so you kind of understand that there's so much more to this. Do you remember when I said that you're going to send them to this website? Why wouldn't I just send them straight to the online order form? Well, the key here is that I want them to see the other services I offer. I want them to see, it's called price anchoring. So when they come here and they see that they could be paying much more, but then they go ahead and click on routine, understanding they're going to get a discount. The price anchoring, $104 seems cheap. $97 plus tax seems cheap when you start looking at this stuff, right? For those of you guys who are like, there's no tax on services. Yes, there is. If you live in a state where there are state service taxes. I'm sorry, some states don't have service tax, which is awesome, but some of them do. So one of the things is when you come to the website, they actually get a little pixel that can be added from your Google Analytics. And so, and also Facebook. You could do Facebook and YouTube as well. But the most important one is Google, because Google has the search intent that we're after. So when they hit this website, this page, I can call it a success in my Google ad retargeting. See, a lot of people are spending a lot of money on ads, like a giant web, to catch anyone who searches for process server. But that's expensive, very expensive. And it's okay. We do a little bit of that. But what you want to do instead is you want to capture anyone who comes to your page. So if somebody lands on this website because you sent them an email, or for some other reason, there's a few small other reasons. It's just on Google, someone finds you on Google, which is great. And even if that's the case, we still want to retarget those people too. But what I'm saying is you've told these people to come to this page based on calls you've made. You've targeted. It's so heavily targeted because you told them to come to this page. Now, when you retarget anyone who's been to this page before on Google, then whenever they go back to Google, they're going to see you first because you're targeting them. So when they go to Google Process Server, like we were just Googling attorney, when they go to Google Process Server in their area, right? Process Server, you'll be the first one to show up. That's what you want. Right? And so this is Sacramento. This is not an area we run ads in, but I just wanted to show you, like, if I was retargeting, see, like this person serves RS, are they targeting everyone or just people who've been to their website? I've never been to their website. If they're targeting everyone, there's a good chance they're spending a lot of money on ads, a lot. But if they're just retargeting, I'm talking about like 5% of what this guy pays, I could pay just by targeting every single one of these guys, getting them enough curiosity that they go to my website, and now I'm only paying for ads for these people and maybe a few others who came to my website. Okay? That is way more powerful when it comes to Google Ads. You want to spend a few $100s, you don't want to spend too much on Google Ads, that's how you do it. You make sure that the only people that go to this web, as a matter of fact, if you really wanted to focus on it, and like I said, I was just going to dangle the carrot of marketing here, but if you just wanted to do that, you can make a different page, a different landing page, I guess you could call it, on your website. It's a hidden page, and it just shows up in your emails that you're sending out. And then that way you could tell Google, anyone that comes to this like secret page, retarget them and nobody else. That's so powerful. And then when you guys start actually following up with people, you whether it's on your Google Sheet or you use Mighty Automation, you can actually follow up and ask for contact information and then reach out to the people by sending them a gift. It could be something simple. So that's my strategy for getting you customers today. Like, you want to get customers within the first couple of weeks of doing this business. This is how you do it. I'm going to put all the resources in the description below. Go join my free community, Mighty Process Server. Click on community. Actually, let me just show you. So if you actually go to mightyprocessserver.com, okay, and you come over here and you click on community, it'll actually open up right inside of our community. You can see I give you a little preview, let you guys know what's going on. We got about 300 something people in there right now. You just click on the join button that'll be over here. And then if you want to join our directory, you can. You just click on directory. Actually, no, you click on server application and it'll take you to our application. The main thing is I want to see if you're a real person. I want to see if you're active. Are you licensed in your local area? If you're not yet, you don't want to fill this out yet. If you're not legit yet, don't fill this out, because we don't have people on the directory who can't serve, right? Like, in order to be on this directory, when you click on directory and you click on whatever state, like California, these people are all registered. California has a registration. And so all these people are registered. So, you know, some states like Texas require you to be like licensed, right? So it's going to be a little bit different. So, all right. Well, let me know if you have any questions. Like this video because it really helps. And comment below. What do you want me to make a video on about next? I love all things marketing. I own a process serving firm. And I enjoy helping new process servers get started. So we'll see you guys over here inside the community. And take care, be safe, and as always, live mighty.